Hello, friends. Hello, hello. Welcome back to our Monday Musing. If you are new here, we do this every morning. It is fairly new to my YouTube channel, but it is not new to my community. So just bear with me as I get used to doing all the things. So I wanna just spend a little time being honest with you. Not that I ever lie to y'all, but like deeply honest, I guess. And hopefully relatable because I'm sure this is not just me, but I swear the older I get, by the time evening hits, friends, I'm done. I was out the other night past 10 o'clock. I mean, it was almost 11 o'clock when I got home, and I was just done. My bedtime is 9 o'clock, friends. So that, like, as night is coming, right, the house might be quiet. I do have two children still at home. I say children, they're older teens, so I don't know. We're in that weird young adult stage. But they're really just doing their thing, which is not always the TV, but usually their phones. I mean, let's be honest. Um, but they're doing their thing, and I'm ready to go to bed, friends. Um, but here's the problem with that is that when I just go straight from doing to bed and I skip a slowing down phase, I end up laying there in the bed with my brain going a million miles an hour, with all the things that I don't want to forget, and oh shoot, I already forgot that, and I'm gonna handle that tomorrow, right? And that keeps me awake longer than I really want to be. I want to be able to just go to sleep. So I am trying to experiment with a little bit of a end of the day ritual planning, brain dumping kind of thing. I definitely have not mastered it. And I mean, let me listen, I just forget a lot of times. It's not a habit yet, but similar to how I forget to wash my face, because that's not a habit for me either. I'm just going to be real with you. But when I do take the time, even if it's just 5 minutes, when I take the time to sit and do that little exercise, it just feels different. So for me, it looks like grabbing my planner. Um, it can be just a sticky note, friends. Whatever, find a piece of paper. Maybe I'm considering keeping just a separate journal, like a small journal on my nightstand just for the brain dumping, but I don't like to keep things separate. I don't know. I'm still playing around with it. But it's just a place for me to take the things that are swirling in my head and put them onto paper. I don't need to organize them. I just need to write them down so that they're there, so that my brain isn't trying to make me not forget, right? Like it like keeps reminding me so that I don't forget, because perimenopause, right? I forget a lot. Um, but then they're not bouncing around in my head while I'm trying to go to sleep. And um, it's kind of a way for me to also just get out some of my thoughts that I need to talk to God about, right? Which he says in First Peter, cast all your cares upon him because he cares for you. And I really need to practice that more. I don't need to be in control of all the things. I know that God is there watching out, and he's got a plan for all the things, and sometimes I just need to trust his plan and not my own, right? Um so anyway, so that's a way for me to kind of do some of that too. And in this season, right, I've got teens who stay up later than I do, and mornings that aren't so quiet anymore. It used to be that my quiet time was my time. Nobody else was awake, and now my son is awake actually before me. He's out in the dining room before I'm out of the bed, which is just wild. So, um, having this kind of evening routine can feel like an anchor and just something that is mine again. I'm definitely not perfect with it. But I can see how it helps. So I just have to figure out a way to make it more of a routine. So again, it's brain dumping, all those things. Sometimes it's even picking like a big three, a top three of the things that I want to do tomorrow or take care of first. And you can just put a little star by them, a dot, something. Um, Sometimes it's just writing down a line of gratitude because I know that I just need to focus on something good. Um, and that can be a small thing, right? But it can really kind of leave you steadier for the next day. And maybe that's the point, is not to get it right every time, but to practice giving ourselves just a moment of peace before we crash. So some nights my gratitude might be as simple as I made it through today, and that is enough. So if your head hits the pillow and you find yourself swirling in your thoughts, maybe try this exercise with me. Just 5 minutes, brain dump your thoughts, pick the three things that matter the most, and write down one small thing of gratitude. Then close it up and let yourself rest. And you can open up in the morning whenever you are ready to actually tackle your day. So even if we don't wash our faces every night, let's be honest, we can still give ourselves this little gift. It still is a work in progress for me, and maybe this week you can work on it with me. So I hope that you guys have a fantastic start to this week, and I will see you guys next time.